The green this next time by Larry Goss. Up on the pole in row number 1. Cole Prevost up alongside in row 1, row 2. Tommy Gaudreau, one of the top running rookies in the division in 1991. Of course, the Rookie of the Year honors being sponsored by the fine folks out of Rose Auto Supply, Champion Spark Plug, and Anco Wiper products. Turns. Larry Goss with the bite out of turn number 4. Cole Prevost coming up towards the Armco. Prevost able to gather it back in as he pulls up to challenge Tommy Gaudreau, but Gaudreau looks to make his bid for the lead as Tommy Gaudreau takes over the lead out of turn number 2 in a swift move for the 3 Connecticut. So Tommy Gaudreau looks to read the field out of turn number 4. Larry Goss running in that second spot with the 6-pack. Then it's Matt Sapiri in the 07 is Sapiri picking up the 6-pack of Larry Goss. Cole Prevost going around with the 07X. A couple other cars involved include the 47 of Tommy Fox, the 26 of Steven Sembrook. Looks as though Russ LaJoy involved with car number 28. Next of Mike Cedio. Once again, the field accelerates through the turns. Tommy Gaudreau with the bite out of turn number 4. John Brower Jr. picks up Mike Cedio in the 57. Cedio spins off the speedway and looks to come back out, but he's gone from the front of the pack to the back of the pack. John Brower Jr. in trouble down the backstretch at 39, not able to make it up to racing speed. Tommy Gaudreau, Ronnie Young work 1-2 into the first turn. Little John Steiner holding up the challenges of Phil Rondo. Defending track champion Jay Stuart currently up to the 5th spot, car number 66. Larry Cody running 6th with the 89. John Brower Jr. continues to lose ground on the speedway with the 39. Tough break for the Dr. Magoo Service sponsored entry as he had that car dialed in earlier on this evening. Now finds himself with mechanical difficulty settling in the 39. Well, Tommy Gaudreau continues to lead the pack out in front with car number 3 Connecticut. Ronnie Young holding off Jay Stewart and Phil Rondo. 2 of the top running late model drivers here at Waterford as Stewart looks to make his bid for the runner-up spot. Phil Rondo looks to pull it together as well with car number 19. Stewart and Rondo run one nose to tail through the turns. John Brower Jr. coming to us, hauled over in turn number 4. Caution back out on the speedway. Jay Stewart up alongside with a 66. Look who gets a bite out of turn number 4. It's Tommy Gaudreau. But Jay Stewart last over in turn number 1 as Jay Stewart looks to take over the lead in turn number 2. Jay Stewart looking for feature win number 5 on the season. He's the defending track champion in the late model division with car number 66. Gaudreau running 2nd, Phil Rondo running 3rd. The one of Ronnie Young running in the 4th spot. Black flag going out to John Brower Jr. Field begins to sort itself out down the backstretch. The field runs nose to tail out of turn number 4. John Brower Jr. once again receiving the black flag from Tony Leckie. Back up in front, Stewart looks to clip off another circuit as he looks to work out of turn number 4. Made it past the 3 Connecticut, Tommy Gaudreau. Rondo now running in that 2nd position. He looks to close in on your current leader, Jay Stewart. Ronnie Young continues to hold on to the 4th spot. Car number 1, Little John Steiner next in line. Then it looks to be car number 89 for Larry Cody, 57 of Scott Gregory, and the 18 of Danny Field. Joy up in the marbles with the 28. A tough break for one of the top running rookies in the late model division. Making a quick inspection up here in the booth. Can't quite see what the culprit is on car number 28, but it does appear as though Russell Joy will be retiring that automobile to the infield. Jay Stuart continues as your leader with car number 66. Phil Rondo continues to hold on to that run. Rough spot with car number 19. Tommy Goodrow continues to run third. Then it's Ronnie Young, Little John Steiner, Larry Cody, Scott Gregory, Steve Sembrook, and George Dorothy. Row 2 has the one of Ronnie Young in car number 3, Connecticut, of Tommy Goodrow. Goodrow gets a little tag from behind with the courtesy of a friend as Goodrow coasts off the speedway on the front stretch. Jay Stewart has his rear view mirror out of turn number 4. Tony Leckie looks to send him off. Jay Stewart once again picking up where he left off. Ronnie Young this time up to challenge Phil Rondo for the runner-up spot. Young driving car number 1, coming on strong in 1991 without automobiles. He's running third. Little John Steiner continues to hold on to the 4th spot. Then it's Larry Cody running 5th. Back half of the pack continues to dice for positions. Halfway marker due out this time by. Cars continue to pull away. Jay Stewart, Phil Rondo. Rondo look to stick the nose in the 19 down low. Jay Stewart, your current leader. He works his way out of turn number 4. The one of Ronnie Young running in that 3rd spot. He is holding off a little John Steiner and Larry Cody. Steve Sembrook and the 57 of Scott Gregory, the 42 of George Dorothy, and the 18 of Danny Field. Lap number 21 now coming up this time by Jay Stewart in the 66, Phil Rondo in the 19. The first 2 cars looking to pull away from the second pack of cars. Scott Gregory loose through the turns. He looks to drop off the speedway, picks it back up right on the front stretch. Nice piece of driving being displayed by Scott Gregory in car number 57. Leaders continue to work out at turn number 4. Jay Stewart and Phil Rondo, a full straight advantage over the 3rd place runner of Ronnie Young. Young's being followed by Little John Steiner and Larry Cody. Steve Sembrook holding on to the 6th spot. Then it's George Dorothy, C.J. Fry, and the 33, Jerry Young. 07 of Matt Sapiri smoking heavily. Tony Leckie has the black flag in hand. It looks as though the black flag going out to Matt Sapiri in the 07. We've got a car going around in turn number 2. Front more times probably than any driver out there in competition. And it's Jay Stewart with the bite out of turn line with the 6. Tough break, he'd been running up in the top 5 prior to this most recent caution period. So Steiner going all the way from 4th back to the tail end of the field in one circuit. Little John Steiner goes around in turn number 3, looks to pull the overhead door of Hartford, sponsored Monte Carlo off the speedway. Jay Stewart and Phil Rondo run nose to tail, caution out on the speedway. Sponsored by K&L Fire Protection of West Haven. Jay Stewart once again is picking up where he left off of car number 66. Battle shaping up for second. Phil Rondo having his hands full with Ronnie Young in the 1 and the 6X of CJ Fry. Rondo able to reclaim his runner-up spot. CJ Fry looks to move up to the 3rd position with the 6X. John Montesano off the pace with the 43. Out of turn number 4, Jay Stewart continues as your leader. Rondo running second, CJ Fry, Ronnie Young, Danny Field, and George Dorothy. John Montesano off the speedway on the backstretch. Tough break as mechanical difficulties settling in on Montesano's 43. Field continues to sort itself out around the 1/3 mile oval. Top cars remain the same. Mike Cedio off the pace with the 57X. Tough break as he's another driver coming out strong in 1991, car number 57X. Mechanical difficulty settling in on Cedio's 57X. To-go marker coming out this time by Jay Stewart, and Phil Rondo work nose to tail through the turn. CJ Fry running second. Ronnie Young, Jerry Young, Danny Field, George Dorothy, and Tommy Fox. White flag out, final time around the 1/3 mile oval. It's now or never as Phil Rondo frantically works to get his first feature win of the season. Jay Stewart continues to close the door. We've got trouble through the turns. Caution out on the speedway, the 9 Connecticut and Jimmy Gookins going around. Come off the 4th turn. Well, Jay Stewart once again picking up where he left off. Phil Rondo looks to come out on top of that runner-up position. He was heavily challenged by Ronnie Young and CJ Fry. The 6-pack looks to pull down to the infield. Jay Stewart picking up the white flag for the second time. Phil Rondo running in position number 2. CJ Fry, Ronnie Young, Jerry Young all work up in the top 5. Middle of the pack plays a little bumper tag as they swap the paint. Field works their way down the backstretch through the turns for the final time. Picking up feature win number 5, it's Jay Stewart. Phil Rondo finishing in the runner-up spot with car number 19. The 1991, our defending track champion, finds victory lane. The Michaels Pool, Trident Roofing, H&H Engines along